The phone rang, and my life changed forever. I remember the day clearly. It was a Tuesday morning. I was at work, and I was expecting the doctor's office to call with the results from my biopsy, but no worries. It was routine. They called and said, "Your biopsy is malignant." My initial reaction was, "You have the wrong number." And that word just grew in my mind to the point where I couldn't hear. My vision blurred. I hung up the phone and I ran to the office of my best friend, stood in the doorway, clinging to the door jamb for support. My mouth opened, but no words came out. It wasn't easy to hear. It wasn't easy to say. But once I accepted the fact it was happening to me, I realized I had some choices to make. The first being, how am I going to deal with this? Denial, tears, self-pity soon gave way to a game plan. And it was going to be my game plan. The cancer wasn't going to tell me how my life was going to be. I was determined to dictate those terms. So the first thing I did was to buy Dr. Susan Love's breast book. I figured understanding the enemy was the best way in defeating it. So I read all about cancer, what to expect, what the procedures were. I asked every possible question that I could think of. Armed with knowledge, I made decisions about my treatment. I decided to start with chemo. I figured I'd get the hardest thing out of the way first, so that's what I did. I wish there was something nice I could say about chemo. It was difficult. I wish there was something clever I could say about it, but I can't. It's like any other horrible thing. Only those who've experienced it really truly understands. Everything you've heard is true. No one is exempt. It's just a matter of how ready your body is for that poison that's going to cure you. So armed with knowledge, I set my game plan. I knew I should exercise, so I did. I knew that I would be in the bathroom for long periods of time, so I made the bathroom a peaceful, calming place. It became a safe haven. And I knew that I wouldn't eat much, so I stocked my cabinets with Ensure and chicken noodle soup. I was ready, but I was still somewhat anxious because I didn't know what to expect. I remember taking a shower and shampooing my hair, and my hands filled with hair. And as it progressively fell, I progressively cut it until there was none. I'll never forget the day standing in Whole Foods and a woman in front of me turns around and says, "Hey, is that by choice?" I said, "No." She said, "Can I give you a hug?" I said, "Absolutely." Chemo wasn't easy. I was tired, but I still worked. I still exercised, but not as long. I still ate, but not as much. It took almost everything I had, except for my spirit and my determination. My second phase was surgery. I needed to have a mastectomy. It wasn't a big deal, in and out, no overnight stay necessary. It was just so impersonal for something that was so personal to me. It wasn't not anything too big of a deal. It just took some getting used to waking up with a body part missing. Some looked at it and said it left a horrible scar. I looked at it and said, "Hey, I have another chance for life." And then there was radiation. The first 9 of 12 treatments were deceptively well. And then it felt like a laser burning, piercing my entire body. Through it all, I've learned a lot. My diet has changed. I exercise. I take care of me. My mouth still waters when someone talks about chemo. The scar from my mastectomy remains. The radiation burns, they're gone. But I am here, and my life is full of opportunity. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.